the National Horseman's Cocktail Hour. I am your host, Allison Lambert, and this is Teddy, and he's going to be coming with us on a wild adventure that we're going to take you on tonight. So follow me to the kitchen. So I know all of you are stuck at home and bored and looking for something to do. So the National Horseman team wanted to put a little entertainment onto your Facebook feeds. Trust me, I've seen the Tiger King, and y'all are dying for some entertainment on your Facebook feeds. Okay? All right. So we're going to have a special guest tonight. But first, we are going to make, in the spirit of horse shows, a special cocktail for that special guest. And I'm going to give you a little hint who that is. We're going to be making the Memories of Cabo Tequila Rum Spritzer because our special guest loves tequila and rum. So we are going to start with 2 ounces of tequila. And I happen to use Patron Silver because it's what I had at home and it's my favorite. Now, do not look at my nails because all you corn queens out there know what I'm talking about, okay? So, then we are going to add 1 ounce of coconut rum, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, and then 3 ounces of seltzer water. Now, I happen to use this Snapple Pellegrino lemon flavored seltzer water because it's what I had at home, and I also used pineapple juice. However, if you're stuck in quarantine, use what you got, okay? So if you have orange juice or any other type of sparkling water, you can use those as well. Then we're gonna finish it off with 1/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And I happen to have basil in my house, and I love basil in a drink. So I'm gonna add a little sprig of basil. Now, the recipe calls for shaking, but I do not recommend doing that because all of you drinkers out there know what shaking seltzer water does. So we're gonna twist it like this. Okay. Then I just happen to have these molds to make round ice balls. What more fun is it to put an ice ball in your cocktail? I got this at Target, but you guys can probably pick them up on Amazon if you're stuck at home, and they're a couple bucks. Then we're gonna strain the mixture. I'm gonna finish it with a sprig of basil and a couple little lemon wedges, and then we're off to talk to our special guest. I think she's calling now. Let's go see who it is. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, Allie. Do you have your Memories of Cabo?
I have the pandemic version. So
Perfect.
a little simplified, but delicious.
How did you make yours?
It's tequila, lemon, seltzer. That's it.
Perfect. Okay. Well, and what cup are you using? Is Lexington Junior League, is it?
Yeah, yes, we have the Red Mile 2004 Lexington Junior League.
And I have my California Saddle Futurity. Perfect. Okay.
We're repping it.
A little bit of horse show no matter where you go, girl. Okay. How are you doing, Corn Queen? Are you okay?
Corn Queen. I'm good. You know, it's not that different from normal life for me.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So
You're doing a lot of philanthropic things over there. How is your mask making going?
it's going awesome. I've got to say, these groups of these other sewists is some of the most uplifting interactions that I have.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much, and it's a nice way for me to spend my time.
Well, I appreciate you coming in on National Horseman's very first cocktail hour, girl. Thank you. We are here to entertain our peeps on Facebook, and they need it. Don't you agree? Have you seen the Facebook feeds lately?
Yes, cheers to that.
Tiger King?
Cheers to positivity.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions really fast, and we're going to answer them as fast as we can go and entertain our readers as we go. Not readers, watchers, I guess that would be. Okay, so, Allie, what is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I snuggle my chihuahuas because they're all under the covers with me. We have our little cuddle moment.
Okay, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's really hard, and I don't appreciate it. Garlicky pasta.
Honey, I'm Italian. I appreciate that. Okay, mine's pizza. So, What are you currently binge watching?
Well, I was binge watching Tiger King. I haven't found a new TV show yet. I don't know if I can watch another TV show after that.
It's a hard act to follow, for sure. Okay, so if you could ride any horse, living or dead, who would it be? Why?
There's like 30 on that list, but I always wanted to ride Wild, Eyed, and Wicked.
Yes. But why? You have a lot of horses.
It just was electrifying. I remember as a little kid, like hanging over the rail just blew my doors off. I wanted a gated horse. so
Cheers,
badly.
girl, and look where it's brought you. Okay, so what is your guiltiest pleasure?
You know, I don't really feel guilty about any of my pleasures. I would probably.
Nor that you should.
I love to blare like 90s power love ballads in my car and sing along as loudly as possible, like take my breath away. You know, I'm just pointing at the people next to me at the stoplights, so I obviously don't feel guilty about it.
In my car, is that why you're saying that? Because that's okay. Tell me your most embarrassing moment from your childhood.
Well,
I in school when I had my headphones on, I thought no one else could hear me, if that helps you at all.
You what?
So I farted in school.
Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest. I peed in my pants all the time until like
really
adulthood. Yeah. And I knew my like lifelong best friend. I knew she was gonna be my best friend because I had peed in my pants. And you know, we were wearing those Sophie roll-up shorts, Sophies.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like obvious.
Oh.
And we were out and we heard, you know, the guys coming up, you know, the cute boys.
So, like, what was it that inspired you to just, like a weak bladder, or is it just excitement, like a puppy, or what is it?
You know, I'd love to know the answer to that. I like to think it's because I laugh so much.
That happens to me. That happens when you get older. When you laugh, it just comes out. Nobody tells you that. Hello, everyone out there. When you get older, when you laugh, it just comes out. It just dribbles out. Anyway.
So I've been getting practice in my whole life, is what you're saying. But I knew she was going to be my best friend because she dumped her water as the guys were like down the front of her Sophie shorts. You know, like full Billy Madison moment.
I hope so, because that is.
She's my best friend.
I love that. So what inspires you?
I think it's important to pull inspiration from everything, like nature, art, music, conversations with people that lift you up. Yeah, everything.
Okay, so what is your favorite horse show memory of all time?
I have about 1,000.
Sure you do.
But I've got to say, 2 years ago, showing in the amateur park stake with Enchanted Kiss, because it was just wild for me, obviously.
That was
fell off.
And it's you have the crowd and fun. Yeah.
It was wild. I couldn't hear anything. It was I could barely hang on. I didn't, and it was like the most fun ever.
Great photo, the best photo of all time.
At that point, that was like nothing for her. She had already expressed herself, you know.
Okay, so if you could travel, where and when would you go in time?
Like anywhere in time, anywhere in the world.
Time. What moment would you travel back in time to?
I just feel like I belong in the late 60s, early 70s, you know?
Funny you should say that. I feel like everybody thinks that too.
Hey.
Okay. What is one book or movie that's really stuck with you for a long time?
Well, I'm a hardcore reader, so I love all the books, but there's a book called The Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson, and I read it like every year, every other year, because it reminds me to believe in love again.
Oh, well, do you really have to believe in love? I feel like you're kind of in love. We all love your man.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't read it since we started dating, which I feel like is a really good thing.
That's a sign.
Yeah. You know?
Okay, what's your hidden talent, or should I ask him?
Honestly, Grant would be better to ask. I don't hide any of my talents. No. I would say cooking.
Oh, okay. What do you like to cook?
Everything. I love cooking.
Okay, so if one of your horses could describe you, what would they say? Remember, there's children watching.
I think my horses would say, bless her heart. I think they'd say she's real nice, but she's real easy to just take advantage of.
Okay, what advice do you wish you could give yourself 10 years ago?
Stretch.
Oh, yes, right? I just hurt my back because I don't stretch. I totally get it.
Stretch. I was 20 10 years ago. So stretch. And being interesting is more valuable than being beautiful.
I love that one. Okay, so what is your most prized possession?
I have these polo mallets that are hanging on my wall that belong to my uncle, Bruce Milligan, who passed away. Karen Folkers gave them to me, and I see them every single day, and they bring me so much joy because he was such a live wire of a person.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so switching gears to something a little less serious. Who was your first celebrity crush?
David Bowie in the Labyrinth.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh!
I actually sent him high five, virtual high five, quarantine high five. So when I actually sent him a love letter when I was in second grade, but my mom stopped it.
Why would you stop love like that?
Well, I put lipstick kisses on the outside and I was in second grade, so I feel like it was frowned upon from an adult's perspective, but I really meant it. Okay, if you could turn into an animal a day other than a horse, what would you want to be?
Obviously a pterodactyl because it's an apex predator. It has a huge wingspan. It flies. What else do you want?
And it's terrifying.
Yeah, and it has an elaborate, impossible spelling. It has everything I want.
As does every dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah. A Dimetrodon. Okay, thank you. Anyway, what is a movie? There was a Dimetrodon. I spell that. Okay, so what is one movie that you could quote all of the lines of?
Well, The Big Lebowski, but for the sake of being appropriate, I would say the Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Mine's Clueless.
Oh, yes. Go.
Yeah.
3 lines from Clueless.
You can reverse my questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
I felt impotent and out of control, which I really hate.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you most grateful for today? Let's go there.
My health, my mobility, my ability to love and be loved.
Oh, I love that. Okay, what's something you've always wanted to learn how to do? I feel like you learn how to do anything you want to do.
Pretty much. I don't believe in boredom. However, I have this dream of, this is very elaborate, so just
Hold
paint
on.
a picture here.
I'm ready.
I want to learn how to play the piano, but I only really want to learn how to play Me and Bobby McGee so I can just play it and sing loudly in a bathrobe.
Okay, who do you consider to be your mentor?
I mean, if I had to think of somebody who I look up to every day and try to be more like, it would be Justin Cowley.
Dude, right? Shout out to Justin Cowley. I'm going to put a little picture of him right here.
Angel.
He's the greatest, isn't he not?
Well, he's the hardest working person I know. He never sacrifices his genuine self or his authenticity, and he is the most gifted person at truly being thoughtful and concerned and remembering everything about everybody at any given time. He's exceptional.
Shout out, Justin. We know you're watching. Okay. So what is one song you'll never get sick of?
Again, there are so many.
I know.
I'm going to say, just because it's timely, R.I.P. Bill Withers. I love the song Use Me. That is my happy just...
That used to be my MySpace profile song.
Oh, stop.
The greatest. Okay. What's the best live performance you've ever seen, though, in the spirit of music?
Again, there's a lot. I'm going to have to go with a few. It would be Tool, UB40, Santana, Primus, and the Flaming Lips. What?
You're not 30. There's no way.
I'm 1,000 years old.
He's 65.
My buddy and I were the youngest people. It was a Santana and Steve Winwood concert.
Really?
And it was the best time ever. And UB40, we were the youngest people.
So, I feel like everybody will agree with that. You guys, yeah. Okay.
We're so old?
Old soul, I said, not old.
Cool.
Listen, I'm way older.
No, you're not.
You
look younger.
Thanks. Not in about a week. Botox is running thin right here. Oh, sorry. Oops, shoot.
She's not sorry.
I have to put a big bloop. Okay, what is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is willful ignorance.
Oh, that's deep. Okay. What is your greatest fear?
Outer space and spiders.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
Grant I get really stressed out about things. I worry about things all the time. And he goes, honey, Nothing matters.
That is
Nothing really matters.
Okay, so what's something you want to do before you die?
Do you have 3 hours? No, I definitely.
I have all the time in the world. I'm in quarantine.
Same. I want to breed a world champion.
Yes.
But just as important is I want to breed somebody's heart horse.
Who would be your perfect breeding?
Well, I've got a really exciting breeding.
Anything, like our cocktails. What would you mixology?
Well, I'm trying to get some babies from my park mare.
Yes.
Because she's a spicy lady.
Yeah.
I would love to have a cool baby by my stud High Tech.
Yes, ponies.
Yes, I would love that. I would love to at least compete in the gated stake one day.
Is that like one of your ultimate goals?
It's been since I was 6 years old.
Yes. And how does that compare to watching your trainer compete in the? You love watching her ride your horses in the gated stake too, right? Can
I just tell you that being the person to take the saddle off in the saddles, I was like having a moment. I was so starstruck from.
I love that.
It was like 18 years of watching it over the railing. I finally and I was so nervous. I was like patting him with the towel. Am I doing this right? Did I get this straight?
So last but not least, and I want to end on a little serious note, because you have so much to offer the world and you can give so much, but what do you want to be remembered for?
That is such a powerful question.
Isn't it though? I know. Think about this. It's the UPHA convention 2065, and there is an award being given in your honor. What award is that?
That's a neat question.
Right?
I think I would just want to be remembered for being fun and festive.
I think no matter what, you're going to be remembered for.
And I don't know, loving the animals and standing up for the animals. I don't know. I think, it's like half fun, half laughing, half bringing people joy, and then half like, you better treat these animals right and get crazy.
First of all, I want to thank you for being part of our very first National Horseman Cocktail Night. Cheers, girl. Thank you very much. And I want to thank you for being you, because everyone in this industry loves you. You are freaking fantastic. And if anyone besides the Tiger King is going to get us through a quarantine, girl, it's going to be you, Okar.
Thank you. Thanks for doing this, and thanks for always keeping things so creative and exciting and adapting to new things. You're always doing that, and it's very inspiring. I should have included you in that answer.
Okay. So, Allie, we love you. I hope you're staying safe and stay healthy there in Florida. And this is your Corn Queen signing out, okay? Cheers, girl.
Stay safe, everybody. Cheers.
Thank you so much for joining us on National Horseman's very first cocktail hour. And a special thank you to Ali DeGray for being our guinea pig, because we could not have done this without you. Now, is there someone that you would like us to talk to next on National Horseman's Cocktail Hour next week? Then DM us on Instagram or Facebook, or send us a message through our website and let us know who that is. In the meantime, stay home, stay safe, and keep those cocktails flowing. Now get out of my house, because I have all kinds of stuff to do. I really don't have anything to do, but whatever. Anyway, see you next week. Bye-bye.